Today's episode of Boxes of Water brings us to Blythewood, South Carolina. We got an email from Jenn Gonzalez, and she said that her sister-in-law and brother-in-law had a house fire and they lost everything, including their aquariums. It's a really sad story. So, we decided to come here. We wanted to meet them, and we're going to let Gerri tell the story. And then we have a surprise for her.
On January 2nd of last year, thank God nobody was home, but I came home from going to the store, and I had some pasta boxes and stuff in a grocery bag on the counter. I'm like, oh, I don't want the dog to get it, so where can I put it real quick? So I put it on the stove, and I don't know if I pushed it against the knobs of the stove, and a dog went like this, or we don't know what happened, but it started at the stove.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I got home, thought someone was burning leaves or something out there, but then I walked up to the door and I went to open it and there was smoke just billowing out.
Wow, nobody was home or anything?
No, except for our 2 dogs and our fish.
Oh.
When I called my husband and I was like, our house is on fire. He's like, where's everybody? I'm like, everybody's at school. He's like, okay. I'm like, but the dogs.
Oh,
so yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
So they had 27 fire trucks hooked up, hose the truck, to come down here to put out the fire.
Oh my God.
We were able to get one of the dogs out. We did lose one dog. And of course the fish. It was a well-established tank too. And we had so many different community fish, smaller fish, but you had those 2 big presents in there. Yeah. And I think those ones that went first, because when we came back into the house and we tried to get the other fish, but there's so many other things that fell into there.
Yeah.
So.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
The whole situation is terrible.
Yeah.
Obviously couldn't live here. And
no.
Where did you go after that?
So thankfully, because we have 4 kids, they found us, insurance found us a rental house, which is 2 miles away. And the only blessing about, you try to find the silver lining of a tragedy was, again, I was supposed to have, I had 1 neck surgery and I had fusions that didn't fuse. So then I was supposed to have another one where more fusions and rods the day after the fire. So I had to hold on that surgery.
Oh, okay.
In the meantime, Zachary, he has that disability I was kind of telling you about.
Zachary is your son?
Yes, my son Zachary. Yes. He has a disability that affects his nerves and muscles in his arms, legs, hands, and feet. His nerves are essentially dying and his muscles are atrophying.
And what was that called? You said
Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease.
That's right.
And he's already had multiple foot reconstructions before, but his foot started to go bad again. So one blessing was I didn't have my neck surgery, and we weren't in this house because his other surgery, he was in this living room on a hospital bed for 10 and a half months. But the rental house, his room was on the bottom floor, right by a bathroom.
Oh,
so we're
that's so convenient.
Yeah, so that was the silver lining, is if I would have had the surgery, I wouldn't have been able to take care of him.
Right. Wow, but you still had your own situation with yourself that you needed to have taken care of too. That's a lot to go through.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you basically lost everything.
Yes, everything except for my grandmother's china, this table, which was another grandparent's, but it should have been bad, but I scrubbed and bleached and and everything I had, I had a brand new dining room table. Aww. And when my grandmother died, I'm getting rid of the table. I want the table that I grew up on. Yeah. I want my kids to grow up on. Sorry. So everything in this house was something. My mother-in-law's mom had a sewing machine, one of those old Singer sewing machines. We had that as an end table. We had everything. And then I had that surgery planned.
Did you ever have that surgery?
I did.
You did have it.
We got back into the house on March 8th, and my surgery was March 15th.
Of this year. Of this year.
Yeah, that's why I have all that short hair back here.
Okay.
So it's just been nonstop.
So yeah, in the meantime, Zachary had his hands are disabled, and all the kid wanted to ever do is play baseball. And his thumb doesn't work, and his fingers, I can't even make my hand do what his did. But he begged the hand doctors, hey, I really want to play baseball. I can't hold a ball, I can't hold a glove. So he had, just last month, less than a month ago, had reconstruction surgery, partial. So like his thumb, they took a tendon from here, wrapped it under the skin to here, and he couldn't flex, so they took muscle here to put to here.
Jeez.
Yeah. So he needs that on both hands and plus the other fingers at some point. But all he cared about was holding a baseball.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's so sweet.
Yeah.
He's so spunky.
And then I have surgery on November 1st, which the doctor wanted to do last week, but I had too many things coming up.
Well, I hope we didn't stop you from that.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, I had a long story, but I had a collarbone break. So I have a plate. You can't see, but it goes from here to here.
I see the scar right there.
Yeah. So I have a scar here for my one neck surgery. Like here was a plate, and I had 8 screws, but I only have 7 now because one punctured my subclavian artery and caused an aneurysm. Yeah, it was.
Oh my gosh, you've been through so much.
It's been crazy. And then, so they had to do stents and stuff, but they kept occluding like blockages and stuff. And then they put a bypass. And I knew there was something wrong with my arm, but I couldn't tell Zachary because his surgery meant that much. Baseball season's coming. So I have another blockage.
And you put yourself last.
We're moms, don't we always do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then my husband, poor Cameron, met me after I had all this. I was still recovering from one of my vascular surgeries. And then since then I had breast cancer. I had to have a double mastectomy and
oh my gosh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that was a bombshell out of nowhere.
Yeah, and had to have a hysterectomy because I have a other yeah.
Oh my gosh, Gerri, I had no idea.
Yeah.
This was, this is. We didn't talk about this.
No, listen, there's so many. Listen, I woke up this morning. That's a blessing in itself.
That's true. And hopefully, we've got some stuff in the van out there that can make you even happier.
I am so blessed. I'm not gonna. You have no idea. I didn't sleep last night.
Oh.
This is such a. So appreciative. It's not even enough words.
Well, maybe it's time to get started then.
Yeah, where's my brother?
Yeah, where did he go? Did y'all
We have some help here. We gotta find him. There he is.
There he is, Fish Daddy.
There's the muscle for the help. All right.
What I want to read.
This thing isn't terribly heavy, but
I carried it once.
oh yeah. Why do I always get stuck walking down?
I was gonna offer it. You just went.
Now this stand was donated by my friend Mark Kornberg, who is the owner of Aquariums Unlimited in Virginia Beach. A fish store that you will probably never go to because it's 5 hours away.
Listen, if I'm ever in Virginia Beach, I'm going there and I'm Southern, so I'm going to give him a hug.
Oh, well, he'll appreciate that. When I was in the store to pick it up,
Hey, you guys go to Virginia for this?
I was expecting it to be one of those kind of a standard black pine, which would have been
that's
fine.
what we had before, yeah.
And everybody has those. I like
This is like
those.
furniture.
Yeah, he was like, that's the one. His partner Donnie is the one that wanted to do it. It was his idea, and he was like, no, I want you to send that one. The nicest one in the store.
Oh my gosh.
So there you go.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love it.
Here's my plant. Yay.
These are the plants.
I've got a lot of work to do.
Shrimp or just the botanicals?
Oh, those are for my shrimp. I just wanted to make sure that they were soaked.
I just carried that in. You carry this?
Yeah.
That is, I'm getting ripped off here.
Hold on.
Yeah, this sat on our porch for the barn, and some
Okay.
asshole came through and cut the grass. And
His name rhymes with John.
no, I don't know what you're talking about. So this tank, 75 gallon, this was donated by, well, basically 3 people. Aquarium, Central Pet, which is one of the largest distributors of pet supplies in the entire world, and Aquariums Unlimited. So the funny story about this, I called my buddy Mark and Donnie, and I said, can I order a tank through you? And I was just gonna pay for it because he gets them cheaper than I do. And he was like, well, what is this for? And I told him, all I said was it was a family that lost their house in a fire. And he was like, all right, we'll take care of the tank. And then he said, oh, and Donnie just said, they were driving somewhere. He said, Donnie just said, we'll donate the tank too. So they are amazing human beings, never met you, don't know anything about you, and they did that, so.
That is amazing.
It is very nice to have friends like that.
Oh, what about the background?
Oh yeah,
That
we
was
got that too.
donated by Ron Sicklett.
We were at Ron Sickley's yesterday,
I said Ron Sicklett. Ron Sicklett.
and I told him, I was like, is there a PetSmart or a Petco? The one thing we forgot was a background. I thought about getting like a 3D background and stuff, but there just wasn't time to do that. So I was just gonna stop there and get one of the tape-on black or blue, but black. And Ron was like, oh, I got some out here. And he gave me a whole roll.
Oh my gosh, that's
So
cool.
yeah, Ron Sicklett is involved in this too.
Which dog is?
She's the one that made it out of the fire. And she was like the little sister to the one that we lost.
Oh.
You know, but like they played together, but you know, it's annoying little sister.
Yeah.
And we just felt like she was gonna be lonely. A new home, nowhere to really run around. Our yard was like this big. So I'm like, oh, we need to get her a friend. And as you can see, it's karma, because now she has a little annoying sister.
It's interesting because I made a video, you may have even watched it, I made a video kind of announcing that we wanted to do this.
That's how I found out.
And I said on that video, you know, how cool would it be if we were to find a family that maybe their house burnt down in a fire or something like that, and we can actually help them come back into the hobby. It's not cool that their house burnt down, but
Right, yeah.
like for
What
us
are
to
the
be able
odds?
I know.
for us to be able to go in and help out and bring these people back into the hobby, and then like 24 hours later,
I was about to say,
got an email
not
from your
even.
sister-in-law.
Right, because my brother's like, listen.
I wrote
is
the
crazy.
initial email, and my grammar and spelling is horrible. So I was like, babe, I need you to clean this up for me. And she's like,
You catfished us and said your name was Jen? Fish Daddy? You catfished us? Ugly.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
here, John, actually, let me get that. You're back.
I'm good.
Okay.
I gotta make myself look strong on camera.
So is that one bag?
This is 2 bags. All right, so
yeah.
this filter, you gotta know how special this filter is, because this just came out and literally just, it was just offered for sale. We got this before they were even for sale. So this is a filter that has been around for 40 years, but they completely redesigned it and fixed the issues that a lot of people complained about. We have these on our website for sale now, but we just got them last week. This got sent to me before they were even available for sale. Because my guy at Fluval hit me up and wanted to know, like, we have these new aqua clears, do you want to do something with them? And I'm like, well, I do have one project that I'm working on, so that's how great it is.
And you want to know a cool thing about it? Look.
It's got an intake sponge.
So your shrimp don't get sucked up. Woo.
Do you have a preference what side you'd want it on? Okay. I'm always a right side of the tank too. I don't know why. When he asked me what I wanted to do for a filter, I asked for the biggest one, not knowing what tank we were doing. So this is actually considerably larger than what you need for this tank, but that's never a bad thing.
That's never been an issue.
My favorite part is the sponge being on it.
Yeah, so that goes on there.
Yeah.
See that? That's perfect. It's like a microphone. Today in Blytheville, South Carolina. That was really dumb. I will edit that out of the video. If you don't mind, and this too.
Thanks, Jeff.
This light is one that is I'm struggling with to get out of this wrapper here, but
It's amazing light
this
for
is
plants.
this is from us. This is donated from us. This is a light that we're going to be carrying on the website. I got a bunch of them for testing purposes to see if I liked them and wanted to carry them, and this one was extra. So we don't have them yet. You're the first one to get one.
Yeah, you're the first one to get it.
Sweet.
But the one he does have on one of the tanks, oh my gosh.
It's so good. And
you
this was
know.
not done intentionally, but it matches your stand.
I know.
It's
look at
gray
that.
instead of being black like all the others.
I love it.
This does have, and again, I will give you the instructions.
Yeah.
It has the timer. It ramps up, ramps down. I have mine set up for 6 hours, but you can go 6, 8, or 12.
Okay.
And it doesn't just click on and scare your fish. It ramps up. It's not super slow. It takes maybe 10 seconds to go all the way up.
I love that.
So it's less startling for the fish. In this box is basically everything you're ever going to need. I mean, not forever. It's not going to last forever, but the first thing, we're going to use this today. This is the live bacteria to help get the cycle started. One of my absolute favorite products in the world. That's 32 ounces.
Okay.
This is the alternative to Prime.
Okay.
If you're familiar with Seachem Prime water conditioner, which you actually don't even need because there's nothing in your water.
Yeah.
But it's always good to have this, especially during the cycling process. If you get that ammonia spike, this will help detoxify that, save your fish, save Lisa's fish while, while all
They're
that's
my
happening.
babies.
Yeah.
I grew them from babies.
I love it.
Seachem Flourish for the plants, Flourish tabs.
Nice.
These you will use.
Yes.
We've talked about it.
I'll put those in before I go.
Okay.
This is all, and I'm not trying to be a hero here, but this is all from us, by the way.
I know. You guys are.
If I would have contacted all of these companies, they would have sent it all, but it's like, we've got it all. We sell all this, so we had it, so we just grabbed it.
Beyond appreciative.
Community and Nanobits, Northfin, and all the, I'm kind of taking credit for this. She picked all this out, by the way. These foods are going to be absolutely perfect for the fish that we brought and that he brought, as well as these.
The algae wafers, the scrapers.
Yes.
I
Oh
feed
no,
that
I like those
to
algae
the
wafers. They're
shrimp,
awesome.
Yes.
to the
The
snails
shrimp
too.
will love it.
Yeah.
This is the best-selling food we
koi
have
crab.
on our website. Everything eats it. It's basically krill flakes and spirulina, so it's got the protein and the veggie content in it. So I didn't know you brought this. SoFly.
SoFly.
This is
Good
the
stuff.
alternative to bug bites. It's the same, but it's back in the box now, but it's flake form. It's made from the soldier fly larva.
Awesome.
We're gonna hope your fish don't get sick, but if they do,
Gotcha.
2 different types of antibiotics. Maricin 1, Maricin 2
Perfect.
for doing your water
Yeah.
changes. Unless you're gonna buy a python, this is gonna be your best friend to siphon into the
Yeah.
bucket.
Sweet.
Easy enough.
Thank you.
And you can't be a fish keeper without a fish net.
Yes. Thank you.
What net's here?
And the Cats Aquatics, this is for the snails and the shrimp that are not in there yet, but they will be in there.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Absolute best food on the market, hands down, for shrimp. Or for snails, this is why she breeds thousands of snails, is because of this food.
Sweet.
So, food, chemicals, fertilizers, medications,
Cleaning.
everything you need
Yes.
is all in here
And Carl.
and should last you for a good long while.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna open up some of these bags. I think I got, I did six bags of 6 guppies each. And these guppies are my guppies that I bred. And the original 2 guppies I got from Diana Walstead are the ones that made these. So,
That's awesome.
yeah.
They're magic guppies.
They're
We were
magic.
talking earlier, and we weren't sure if you still had them.
He's taking a nap in there.
Kitty,
No longer a trash box.
sorry.
Yeah.
It's all right. He's sleeping so well.
Let's see. Here's your new
The first one's
home.
in there yet.
Jeff brought some fish for Gerri too, so we
They're
have
all-
extra fish. Yeah.
They're all hobbyist bred from my local fish club friends
Where's
and
that
myself as well.
What's fish called?
The Atlanta Aquarium Association.
Nice.
And White Cloud Mountain minnows, cories, painted platies, and blue dream shrimp.
Yay, you're gonna
Yeah.
have such a cool tank.
I know.
Well, they're pretty. Look at
Yeah,
them.
they're a mixture between bronze and albino, so I'm not really sure how they're gonna look, but
But they're cute and they're little too.
And then there's a couple of placos in here that I personally bred.
What did you call them?
Placos?
What do you call them?
I call them Placos too.
I get made fun of all the time.
I do
So
too.
she-
Have you watched the video?
Fleeka.
Look at that little baby bristlenose.
Yeah.
He's a baby bristlenose.
Yeah, they're maybe 3 weeks old.
Right there. Right.
Oh my.
He's so
Little
cute.
grain of rice.
Is it the white one?
Yeah.
There should be 2 white ones and a spotted one.
He's gonna do some work eventually.
And then there's a super red one as well that,
Oh, you should. A little bigger though.
yeah.
Yeah, man, get your video. I can't thank you enough.
Oh,
this
it's
is
my pleasure.
This is amazing. Like I was saying, it's been a year and 10 months since we've had fish, and you know, it was a loss too. It was
Yeah, and it's one
just
of
something we
those.
didn't expect. You know what I mean? And it's
37 of them.
they're not
36
pets per
plus a
se
baby.
because you don't pet them, of
Yeah,
course,
right.
but they still bring enjoyment. And they
You don't realize how much you miss them until they're gone.
absolutely.
And it's so good for your mental.
It
Aquarium
really is.
deal.
It's
No, I'm
me,
filming
definitely
you.
soothing. It's
It's
definitely
really good
soothing
for your
sure.
soothing. Like
Yeah.
rough day, you just come home. Sometimes we want to turn the TV on. We just sit there and watch a tank.
Yeah.
I love it.
And you have more than just fish. You've got all these other little things that
Yes.
are going to be
Yes.
in here doing stuff. You
Yeah.
got the cories, you got the shrimp, you got the
Oh my gosh, those shrimp are so cute though.
snails, different snails.
Yeah.
You're going to find them everywhere.
We can make videos too.
This is such hard work and a labor of love, and I'm so appreciative for you taking.
I'm almost at a loss for words, and that
I
never
know.
happens, you know,
I know.
Well,
Hi, baby.
that's why we do
doing
it.
it.
Yeah.
So.
Those shrimp are so cute.
Y'all have been through a lot, so
Yeah.
to be able to have a little something.
But you've done a lot. So much. So much.
We really didn't do as much as you think. It's just this.
Are you kidding me?
This is fun.
I know. This has been an
this
amazing
was
fun day.
fun.
I had
Yeah.
a really fun day.
Me too.
It was nice I got to meet you.
Yes. You're number one fan. Fish daddy.
Fish Daddy.
Well, and it is important that we thank the people that helped us with it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Aquariums Unlimited in Virginia Beach,
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you, Mark and
Thank you,
Donnie.
Aquariums Unlimited.
Yes, thank you.
and Fluval,
Fluval,
and
CJ,
CJ, and who else? Carib Sea, Ron Cichlitz for giving us the
Yeah,
background.
the
Yeah,
background. Thank
yeah.
you.
Ron
KGTropicals.
Cichlitz.
And yeah, a little bit of it's from us too. So
No, a lot. We're kidding me. Stop it.
Aw.
And then some.
well, this has been fun. I
Yeah.
appreciate you letting us come and do this, and I hope you all enjoy it.
Oh,
We will. Absolutely. We can't thank you enough.
Yes.